Hi, today I'm going to do a black pencil, sort of slightly smudgy look around the eyes. It's a look that I do a lot on myself. I kind of, it's almost my preferred sort of evening look, and sometimes I do it during the day as well because it's really quick. It always feels really modern. I've noticed it's a look that Kristen Stewart sort of has most of the time, and I really like her. I haven't actually done her makeup, but I'm hoping I will do because I like her. It's kind of a lived-in version of a sort of just classic coaly black eye, but it just feels really sort of quite young and modern and quite cool. I'm going to use the Ellis Fass foundation, which is, if anyone hasn't seen my review on this from a while back, you can click on the film, but it comes in a sort of brush thing here. The reason I'm going to use this one is because I particularly like this look when it's done with a really nothing base, and this base I always find great when I want to sort of look like I've got sort of no foundation on at all, but just dewy and sort of fresh. I actually went out last night and I hadn't really done my makeup before I went out, but with this in my handbag it was so easy to do my foundation on the go. Okay, while I've still got there's a little bit left on the brush there, I'm just going to use some double wear concealer. I'm just going to dot a little bit on there. I find that Kristen Stewart never really looks like she's got much base on at all. I mean, she looks like she's got really lovely skin. Okay, now I'm not going to conceal absolutely every little, I've got a couple of freckly things there, I'm just going to leave them. Kristen Stewart's got, you always sort of see her freckles and things, which is really, really nice. Now I'm going to use some Chanel, just basic powder. I'm mainly just going to use it down the centre of my face, just to take off the shine. So next I'm going to use the e.l.f. mineral eyeliner in black. Just warm it a little bit in your hands. Sometimes they feel a bit cold and a bit sort of hard, so take it onto the back of your hand and just scribble a little bit, and that tends to soften them up. Okay, I'm going to take it along the waterline. So now I've done the waterline top and bottom, I'm just going to start to line along the lash root. Don't worry if it's sort of a hard line at the moment. I'm going to grunge it up a little bit more in a second. Same along the top lash line, really in between the lashes. You don't want any gaps at all. And thicken it up slightly towards the outer edges as well. So I've used black all on the waterline top and bottom and put it all around my eyes, quite messily at this stage. Okay, next I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to use Becca eye gloss. You can also use Vaseline or MAC do eye gloss too. I wouldn't use perfumed lip balm or menthol lip balm because you're going to use it around your eyes. Now the trick is we're going to get hardly any at all, so I'm going to put a tiny bit on my finger and then rub my finger and thumb together. The next I'm going to take the Q-tip, I'm just going to rub it, twist it in between my thumb and my index finger so it gets a tiny bit of product on, just pushing it in, but hardly any at all. This should not feel greasy, it's just got a tiny little bit. I'm then going to start just grunging up this eyeliner a bit. So I'm just sort of buffing along. Just going to take the edge off it and soften it down, but also that little bit of eye gloss is just going to give it a sort of generally more lived-in appearance, which I really, really like. Just buff along the edges. Just compared to the other eye, this is just looking a little bit more rock and roll, a little bit more lived in. You don't really see the sort of exact line, you just see the kind of haze of black next to the waterline, which is obviously still quite strong. So it's strong, but it just takes the edge off. Okay, so next I'm going to use a MAC paint pot. I'm going to use it in groundwork. Kristen Stewart always has a sort of slightly tawny bit of shading on her lid. This is good for that, but also